Because if you continue on the trajectory which we are on, with 107 persons within 3 months, you will end up at the average of 420 persons being taken out by the society per year. You understand? Does that solve the problem? No. Because in any gang or in any situation where illegal firearm exists, there is what they have called a tier system, where you have the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you get rid of one, somebody else arrive to take leadership because they have the firearm. So without the firearm, they would be powerless. But once there's firearms within the nation, you could unalive till the cows come home, we will still have the problem.
We have a guest in the box. Kenton, big up yourself, Bridget.
Blessings. Yeah, man.
Blessings, yeah.
Maybe a good time for me pop in for me set something before me even figure out to set a little party. You know what I mean? A few days ago, I was talking to some people about democratic government and the other kind of government. And I would never embrace a cruel leadership, but a system like Jamaica that we all know as Jamaicans, the education system is coming from way back, from the same people who enslaved us. So it's like a manufacturing system to fit into their thing. And like even now, it is so simple with some of the facts that even as who discovered Jamaica? Christopher Columbus? No. But we can't even change that in the school system because the school system wasn't designed by us. And the government, when you have a democratic government in your country, you cannot change education system because it has to go align with the people who design democracy. And it is having a real feedback on the world today. Trickle down right down to Jamaica as far as in Southwest St. Anne where I am from. Because when you have a democratic system where people, I believe people should have the choice to choose something. I wouldn't get that out of the thing. But the point I'm making is when you have a democratic system, it is easily infiltrated. And then nothing good really goes on. In our Jamaican system right now, Africa is trying to break free from the democratic thing because it's a face card. And I think people are educated enough to realize it's really a face card. If you're not working with the big heads of states and all these governments, then your democratic system cannot work. And if you don't go democratic, then they fight against you. And Jamaica is just a bad state where, I wouldn't say a bad state, but it's just something that the people have to understand because you could show them on a paper board in front of anybody in Jamaica the amount of development that start and stop just because we have a democratic system. Every 4 years, a new start. Every 4 years, a new MP, and they spend millions of dollars and they just stop because they lose the next election. And it is so big. It is the same problem America who designed this problem. It is the biggest problem facing America at the present moment because the president of America are facing up with some giants who have 20 years experience running their country, not democratic. So this democratic guy now who come and make problems for 4 years, you'll soon finish. So it's really not even something that the people who design it and are fighting to defend it is not even working for them. Because if America have one strong leader, they will be 5 times more powerful than they are right now.
Let me get to your answer.
I would support a bad leader. I would not support a bad leader, but if you have one good leader, it's better than one somebody come and take things this year and then change next year and there's nothing keep going on. That's what we've been living in Jamaica for the past 60 years.
So you believe in a give up your democratic rights for freedom
No,
and do
Virgin,
everything.
democratic rights is only sold because if America not agree, say Andrew Holness to be prime minister, no matter what you want to say, him not be the prime minister.
What?
You just
Where
better
does
know
that?
that. If the Queen, if King Charles and the American government no agree for Andrew Holness run Jamaica, he cannot be prime minister.
And
Jamaicans need to know that in them head. Everybody needs to know that.
The Kenton, we the people that said it.
The vote is just a
I said, if America and Britain agree, he not gonna lose.
Virgin, any side of the politics which more agree with the American and the British agenda, they are the ones who are going to be the prime minister.
Well, listen to me this. Andrew Holness support Donald Trump in everywhere he make. I could say if that will make him become prime minister serious.
Remember, Donald Trump no must be in 2 years from now, Virgin.
Me say at this year election around, Donald Trump is president now.
Yeah, man.
Remember.
All right, let me show you something. You know when in Jamaica, when they have decisions to make concerning even world, like even the war when they have Iraq the time, and Jamaica have a vote, then Jamaica, you know, come and have a sign, you have something about it. There's no guess about it.
You don't have to do it. So the government have to do it. The government does. We can do it. The government have to do it. Or Barbados do it. Or
Barbados hop out of this thing and become a country by themselves.
Nah, man. Barbados is a democratic country, see man.
Yeah, man. But me say, them is not under the British rules and them because them become a country by themselves now.
Yeah, but you say them America to them America control the West man, don't you some man? Or Barbados they vote in support of Venezuela and Jamaica vote to get rid of Venezuela against Venezuela. Guyana and St. Vincent and Grenada vote in support of Venezuela and Jamaica vote out.
Virgin, this is what I go on now, you see? Because a good thing is reason because we are going to educate each other upon the setting now. Saying?
Yeah.
All right. You mentioned Venezuela. Remember Point Blank said the leader from Venezuela and America, he's my top enemy in America.
That's what I say.
Okay, so he's not going to listen to what America say.
Listen, you don't understand me. No, man, you mix me up, man. Why did them have a vote in the OAS? Sanction Venezuela, Jamaica, and about 2 other Caribbean countries that are 15. Vote with America. Yeah, the rest of them vote against what America say. And then still survive. Where your point now? That me ask.
All right, listen to me point and you say, you know what, come you continue same way now.
Yeah.
Venezuela face some hard economic sanction from America. Okay? That plain and straight, the word with that Point Blank. We don't even that clear. Hugo Chavez and America and them have war for years. Guyana, you see? Again, support from America to fight Hugo Chavez in the Caribbean. And you can look for yourself, you know.
Yeah, but Guyana did vote. Wait a minute. Guyana did vote in support of Venezuela. Listen, man, me I tell you, Guyana did vote in support of Venezuela. Be a part of the OS. Jamaica vote against. I don't know Jeffrey point to me I tell you, man. Guyana.
All right. But me just want to say one more.
Guyana did vote. But wait, no, man, you can't mislead people, man. Guyana.
Sorry, man.
Don't listen to me, man. Guyana, what you say? No, not Venezuela. They vote in support of Venezuela to be a part of the OS with the Caribbean. Jamaica vote in support of the US. That's what I said. Just narrow it down to this.
All right, but we'll finish that something I said still. You see the lady from Barbados? Them get themselves out of the British rule and the American rule, saying, and now the Prime Minister make some move and try to build up our country. But if you know how the politics run, when you try to get out from underneath the umbrella, then you have to go face some sanction and develop on your own, and then them try to make your people them blame you as the leader. You see me? That's the tactics. Until you have these things, you can Google them and find them yourself.
All right. Use Barbados as an example where use Barbados as an example where you are saying I'm put out the message. Barbados,
yes, because
Barbados. So
yeah, man, them are fight for your sovereignty.
Use them as an example. Say, yes. So use them in the context. I said them under sanction now and them all suffer by themselves. Use that in the context.
No, I'm not saying Barbados are a sanction. But what I'm saying is that, you see, Barbados is not under the British rule anymore. So enough business and enough connection when they used to have enough benefits and
if I may just interject one time.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a saying that power corrupt and absolute power corrupt. Absolutely. You understand? I say that to say that if you look internationally, it's all on. Sister Witty look like me echo, so me I go jump out and jump right back in. Make the point.
All right, no problem.
All right, Mr. Blake. So Kenton, it's when we attack, we have to just Google or do research on research. Because we have a government prime minister weak, Michael Manley, to stand up against certain things. TJ Patterson, remember one time the man from down here to the come here.
Yeah, all right, Richard. Let me just continue again.
Remember that finish the local party meeting him. When time Bill Clinton must send Aristide. PJ Patterson Bill Clinton, you're crazy. When Aristide left here, so he must go somewhere where he must get asylum. You don't have to Jamaica. What they do to Jamaica? A leader must lead by example and stop going like your coward. So don't blame America and England for one weak leader over here.
Why I'm surprised to hear a man mention PG and talk about something good. Yeah, I'm not telling lie. I'm not PNP in our labor right now, but I'm not telling no lie.
Well, you say,
as a Jamaican know the system, but I'm not telling lie. I'm surprised to hear a man talk about PG because he's surprised PG for this.
No.
PG for this. If you have good police in the
I am the host. Okay, just hold on. Before we change the topic, Mr. Hugh Blair wanted to say something, and then we'll go back to that. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Mr. Blair.
Yes, right. What I was saying, and I may just repeat this again. That power corrupt and absolute power corrupt. Absolutely. Why we might be inclined to question the democratic or the Westminster style of government vis-a-vis autocratic dictatorship, communist. When you put first
Mr. Blair.
Then, but what is the flip side? What is the flip side of that? You understand? Because as good as we might think all of the leaders who we would want to have in power for 50 or 100 years, are those leaders leading the people or the people has been led? Because suppression can allow the people to bow. Case in point, North Korea. North Korea has been ruled by one family. And if you see the leader in this present day and age enter a room, everybody is laughing, clapping, crying. You understand? High adulation of the leader. But what is the flip side of that? Are the people being served are the rights of the people being upheld? To talk about that, we have to be very, very careful when we speak about leadership. I personally would not want to live in any country who has a one-party leader, a dictatorship, a communist, ruled by one person. No. Because when you have things like that, the people are subjected. You understand? You cannot have an objective conversation. You would be missing. But you probably in the shining newspaper or on front page, you won't see something like that. But all autocratic and anti-democratic.
Mr. Blair, you're chipping out again.
There is a gray area in the public. That's what I want to say pertaining to leadership, and governance.
Okay.
Yeah. We sorry. Me just want to ask. So, Kenton, carry on your thing where you say PJ for the jail. Just continue. Continue what you say.
That man at Jamaica, I don't say the man T5.
No, man, listen to my way. I can't say the man. You need to say. Yeah. Tell me why. Yeah.
No, listen, I say. You see, if you can Google and find this, you know. The first sugar scandal. But will I please, man, if you ask me, let me answer that, please, man.
Yeah.
The only reason why PJ is not in prison, you see, because Jamaica have a system where I don't know what is the law, how the law make or how it go, but the people them who guilty of the crimes cannot be punished. Because everyone, man,
tell we crime them. Yeah, tell we crime them.
But we can start from the first one, the part then call the sugar thing, part let me tell the 500.
Let me stop it. Let me stop. one. What was the Iran sugar deal? Listen to me now. Hey, big man. We are big people. We know if you don't know what was the Iran sugar deal. Explain and then tell me why you go to prison. Explain what. 1979. Hey, 1979. Remember here. 1979. Exactly tell you what happened in 1979 with the Iran sugar deal and why PJ are prison. Continue.
I was born in 1983.
Why you are talking about something you don't know about? When you read about the Iran sugar deal, why PJ are there jail?
Hold on. Kenton, why did you bring up the sugar? What do you know about the sugar deal?
Exactly.
Darling, what I can say about that is the speech that can find, but they say, he said, I shall return after the whole thing. There was no closure about it.
That was a shell waiver. When I'm asking about shell waiver, stop talking about what you know about general and stop mix up on yourself and go on all over. That was shell waiver in 1992. 1991.
We cannot
I apologize.
evidence.
Exactly.
We cannot do a blanket statement like those without empirical evidence.
When I say hold on, I mean just hold on for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Kenton made a point about Mr. PJ Patterson, right? Kenton, you have your argument. Do you have your proof?
I said the last thing I said was I apologize because I can't argue on it.
Okay.
Okay.
I have another. Hold on before you talk.
Yes. So I apologize for that. If that's okay. I must say that too.
Let me speak after. Okay. You made a very big accusation, or you saying that PJ is supposed to go to prison, and I want you to, because you said it here, so I want you to back up your argument now and prove to us why PJ must go to jail. I don't want anybody to say anything except for Kenton.
Okay. Okay. So it's my turn to defend myself then.
Yeah, because you made a bold statement, so I just want you to defend yourself and tell us why.
Yes, as I was saying before, the first thing I mentioned was the sugar scandal. There was no closure. You can search and Google or whatever you want or whatever. there was no closure until the end of that business when he was for a big thing, just like the Usain Bolt scandal now, who go into and there is no closure. People know exactly how this thing work out at the end, because there is some money missing and the head who is responsible for it not giving any closure. There is nothing going into the public. And the other thing with that is that because in Jamaica, a lot of politicians, as what I think most Jamaicans would agree with that the reason why they are free, and most of them are free with everything that they have, is because there is no rule set to acquire anything from them that they are responsible for in power, especially when they are in power.
Okay, stop it right there.
Okay.
So you mentioned the sugar thing, and Mr.
Richard, you
debunked it and gave you evidence and proof that no such thing. Hold on a second.
Yes.
Okay, here we go again. Do you have another one?
Richard, mute. Yeah, continue with.
Okay, what's the other accusation? Kenton, is there another accusation?
No, I didn't say anything more because as I was saying, the last thing I said on the point is because in real life still, you see, I am not the best person when it comes to debating politics, because I haven't read another part. I would even I've never taken part.
Okay,
in
how
some
would
part
you,
of it. So what I said the last thing was I apologize because I would never want to offend.
No, it's not about offend. It's about, let me tell you what it is. It's not about offend. It's like as if I would come up on a platform and say, you know, Sir Kenton, you forgot prison because you did this and you did that. And then somebody who knows you and know that you never do it, and there was evidence to prove, come and clear you. That is why you're apologizing. Is that so or not?
I think I am apologizing because I don't have any evidence at my finger that I could tell you. We say, no, this is 100% exactly like this, because I am not even sure the person who is defending.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you, my brother. You cannot accuse someone of something if you have no evidence. You can get sued for that. Right?
Yeah, man, if I make a mistake and I learn something, I would agree with that too.
Okay. All right. Let's give Mr. Richards, there's another Richards here, an opportunity.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes.
I heard the sugar argument, and I have to put my bit toward the sugar deal. The sugar deal that we should be talking about is the one that Harbinil made in with the other 7 sugar factories, or 6 sugar factories in Jamaica, and the money that he get to sell those sugar factories, and what happened to our sugar industry now, it's gone to nothing at all, because the guys that buy our sugar, all they wanted was our equipment, and after them within a year, what they do? Like no sugar factory move the equipment to China. And the man make millions out of it. And we were sugar industry is no, we don't have to be import the sugar right now. Right? And that was done by Mr. Arbin and the Jamaica Labour Party government. So if I talk about back then a sugar deal and what happened to Jamaica, we talk about that deal with Mr. Arbin and the government of Jamaica and the government of China. That's what we talk about. Trust me. Because it was about the cripple our sugar industry, cripple it. And I don't know.
Yes.
You know,
while I will impute motive to Kent, because I don't think Kenton is political.
But
is that
sugar deal?
One voice.
No, yes, Richard, just a minute. Put some things in context. And let me repeat, I will impute no motive to Kenton for saying what he has said, because the competitiveness of the both political parties in Jamaica give rise to a lot of speculation out in the public domain, which people at the top of their heart might just
Damn it.
because they did no proper research and they don't have no empirical evidence. And the branch and the shell waiver is 2 of those such things. is just repeating.
I don't know what's going on with your thing, Mr. Blair. Yeah,
What
it's
has
keep on
been
picking up.
many years because of the aggressive
So
two
Blair,
political parties. That might want to
chipping
respond, he can, and somebody else can take it up.
All right, let me say what me say. What me know.
May I chip in or chip?
As me say, Kenton, me know that a part of the Jamaica Labour Party propaganda. Yeah? The Iran sugar deal, yes, is a deal where remember say America did have sanctions against we and all these things. So to sell Iran sugar for higher. Trade sugar for higher. That are the Iran sugar deal. Yeah? Alright. So then claim the PJ get more money higher for that. That's what them claim. That's one. Two, with the Shell waiver is PJ Patterson the minister in charge. Get somebody when grow up with a school a waiver to carrying gas oil in the country, Shell. Because when I'm friend did one Shell company. So then give them a waiver. For instance, I said, listen me. Instead of pay 10%, you don't pay 7 or 8%. So you cut off a piece of it. Yeah? So in that case, you know, then claims then get a piece of food off it. That's right. But me I'll tell you something. Me I'll tell you something. Andrew Holness need to go to prison. I'm going to tell you why I'm saying to go to prison. We have an integrity commission where for all politicians and other people accountable for them spend our taxpayer money. You have this man from RGD. Him not no control of spending people money, you know. Him just a runner executive agency of government. And in can't account for how he get some of money and him have to resign. More than one people. And the Prime Minister today, 4 years now, statutory declaration can't account for. We don't know him getting money. He do all these work for business and know him getting money. So for that, I say him to go to prison. Because he breach the same law where him as a lawmaker put it. And if you want, you see, me make you explain to you why I believe you go to prison. That's me. So when you come to someone who go to prison, you have come in evidence and facts in general.
So we can't answer no.
No, answer me. I tell you. I tell you why Andrew go to prison.
Me not debate, man.
If you want to question me, you can question me. If you want to question what me say.
Yeah, man. Me not debate, man. Me want to say something, man. When I say respect, say yeah, I say look, I some live. Saying, what you mean I say, saying, and thanks, Mr. Blair, you kind of see every shoulders a little bit of talk because I have no responsible politics in our real. But I'll tell you something again too. As I just say, saying, I respect Andrea Williams and IRFM because a long time I listen to Running African. I'm learning enough things from her saying, and I listen to a thing with Andrea Williams, and Andrea Williams said the Andrew Wallace government, there is some auditory something with part, then can get account with $3 trillion. So me is not the kind of person who love JLP and I love PNP. He's a Jamaican and I'm one of the best in the country. And if me say something before, we can't go on the evidence for no lock me up because I'm sorry about that. But
we understand that, man.
We got when they come to that police, that
I'm sure I have said things in the past too, without any
evidence
because it's naturally we tend to do that sometimes, but on the social media platform we have to be careful because we can be charged, we can be liable for this information.
Yeah, because he's a poet. I don't know if I'm going to talk about politics more. Because see what I'm talking about poet.
Let me tell you something, because a lot of people have this talk where I not deal with politics, I'm not read, but politics is a part of your everyday life. Yes. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Yeah. It is a part of our everyday life. It affects us in our lives every day. You know what I mean? So it's I don't have that I don't take that that notion about it like that.
Attitude, yeah, so me not like politics. Listen, me man. A politician said, me if a politician come tomorrow morning in your country and say, "Uno must come out from the yard. Uno can't come out on the yard, you know." And them say laugh, you know. If they say you never sleep in your bed past 5 o'clock a morning time, you can't sleep past 5 o'clock.
No, and from my perspective, when we speak
Well, under you.
politics, you see?
Wala Kenton. Wala Kenton. Remember, politics and religion run the world. And just to back up what Richard said, read the Iran sugar deal. When the Shah of Iran was over, understand?
Mr. Blair.
And then there was
Mr. Blair, you're chipping and chip out, man.
I don't understand
Right,
how me a
stay right
how me a
there.
chip in and chip out.
Stay right
And the
there.
internet good. Me a first world internet. Yeah, I was just saying to Kenton that and just to back up a point that you raised earlier, that when the Shah of Iran was overthrown in Iran, and the present regime, which is in Iran now, took over, the Shah run to America, and that caused an embargo again. That is one of the reasons why it took place. But nobody pocket any money. Nobody pocket any money. It was an honest deal, sugar for oil. And as the ministry at that time, it was PJ's
Mr. Blair, can you come out of the box and come right in again?
but there was no money. It was bad. Story.
Mr. Blair, we must come out and come back in because you're chipping and chip out, my brother.
Yeah, because what you're saying is important.
Change the box, Mr. Blair. Go in our next box.
And the name of the man at the time was Ayatollah Khomeini. That was the name of the Iran president.
Yeah.
Ayatollah Khomeini. That was the name of
Yeah.
the Iran president at the time. Ayatollah Khomeini. And
Yes.
he had to flee to America because of the overthrow. The Shah, he was the Shah in the Iran. Ayatollah Khomeini name them time.
No, but you can't blame Kenton either in a sense because of that thing grew up and here.
There was
Some
no
people are
yeah,
dead.
there's that America.
Okay.
There's that.
So you know.
Yeah, you sound better now, yeah, man.
Right. So as I was saying that when the Shah of Iran fell, because if you know the history, the Shah of Iran was a partner with the West, and their greatest partner was the United States. So when the present regime took over in Iran, the Shah ran to the Americas and to the United States in particular. You understand? So as a result of that, there is an embargo, and there was an embargo which begins from those days until now. And that is the reason why Iran was unable to get goods in its country. Goods to include sugar. And Jamaica, as a sugar producing nation at the time, decided that we could give them sugar in return for her. Understand? But there was no reason or no need for anybody to put any money in anyone's pocket. It was an honest deal between a country to another. Because if you know Michael Manley have an open door policy, which irrespective of which country he will trade with you. You understand? You know what? Could not tell them not to make a deal with Iran. But as the opposition at that time was the Jamaica Labour Party, they said the deal was a scandal. It wasn't. It was an honest deal done between two independent countries. But because of the embargo, the Jamaica Labour Party classified it as a scandal up to today. And no one has ever taken the time out to explain to the people of Jamaica what the Iran sugar deal entails and the backstory leading up to it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. But I say go still. Because as I was saying, when we say we're not in our politics, it's not like we not understand say the country need a government. So more on that street because Haile Selassie is the king and Haile Selassie is one of the biggest politicians ever. So I understand that, you know what I mean? So it's not like the only thing that we say that is that because I have never been a supporter of any of the major parties in Jamaica when it comes to their political agendas. Yeah, the time I had there, I never had a chance or never took the time out or find enough to support. But I understand it because I was a youth club leader and a president for a youth club, so I understand the importance of the organization. But there was nothing for me to support or get involved in or influence me enough to support back
But
then.
you know, we living in a time where knowledge has definitely increased. Yeah, so we can research a lot of topics now. We can research. You know what I mean? You can just take up your phone and ask the phone anything, right? And the information is there. It's available. You know, so we can have a better perspective on things that we thought we you know we didn't have proper context to, right? In this time and space that we're living in. So that is my message to everyone. I will employ everyone, you know.
And everyone must take part of the governance of the country by electing your government. Don't tell me say, because as I say, the more people turn out and vote, and the more both political parties look upon it and say, wait, so as so much people say them have to start the things to benefit the people.
Let me ask a question to everyone on the panel here.
Yeah.
Are you more of for your country or are you for your party?
Me take that first. I'm more for my country. And in other words, and following up, I'm following because me tell
part to the question.
Yeah?
There's a second part to the question.
That's why I have to do the second part now.
Yeah.
Let me say why. Yeah, I'm more for my country. And you I'm twin my party with the country. Because when I look at every significant development of the black race in Jamaica, it was pioneered by a People's National Party government. So my country come first, so that's why I choose a political party where when I believe say lead my country and put my country first. And let me answer the question another way.
Second part. Before the second part, could you just allow everybody to answer the first part of the question?
Sure, go
All
ahead.
right. If I may just
country come first. My
If
country
I may
come first
just
for me, but well, I'm Mr. Blair. My country come first for me, but I like myself with a political party who I think is the best party to lead the country with more development and a better policy that benefit the lower class of the country. And to have been that from in the 50s from the original PNP to his son, Norman's son, up to PJ Portia. So for me, yes, my country first, but the party that should propel more development and more advancement and the smaller people for me is the PNP. So my country first still.
Okay, Richard. My country first after my party. But if I may just elaborate, because my party is not a party which just support Jamaica. Because it's through Norman Manley, the leader of the PNP at that time, Libya and Cuba was the first persons or the first countries to against apartheid. So my party represents the country. On a scale, inside and outside. But country first, party second.
Which party is that, sir?
People's National Party.
It's the People's National Party.
Okay. All right.
People's National Party. And said, re-apartheid in South Africa.
Mr. Blair still a chip in and chip out. I don't know what cause.
Libya, Cuba. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Libya, Cuba, and Jamaica was the first country to fight against apartheid in South Africa.
That is true. Okay, Kenton, your turn.
Yeah, man, a country first. A country first, definitely. Me love I am from St. Anne, Jamaica, and when me home in my community, people know me. Me not even wear shoes. I'm a people. Them. I love the country. I love my people. I'm a country. I want to see because some of the things that we go abroad and see, like even me, you know, we live in Switzerland for a long while and we realize some of the things. Me have some questions we part just unanswered when it comes to my country because my country first. People talk to me as if we come from a third world country. But if you go into my country on holidays, you need a lot of money. So my country more obviously because I know the power of Jamaica. Me out there and experience the power of Jamaica and the influence of Jamaica. So for me, one time I even mentioned the topic of one leader, is because to me, Jamaica would have a better potential have one, and I am not supporting anybody who not love Jamaica and into real development in a good way. I would have never supposed my dad and keep oppress people. So my only point is that because me see the potential of Jamaica. I'll give you a better example. I live in a country where 90% white people. Saying plain and straight, we cannot talk as a circle. But tell us something now. You see, when you're black out there and then find say you come from Jamaica, a total different talking you get from the same people who them are judge me or treat you, I try to treat you less. But if you name Jamaica, so me know the influence and the power of Jamaica from a different side. So a country first.
Okay, so my second part of the question is, so if the leader that is running the country is not doing a good job, and it's the country that you choose first, don't you think that the people should vote out that leader?
Yes, man. It's not that we cannot have a situation where you are not doing the job. Because I'll tell you something, for example, now in Jamaica. I've seen where people who are the head of institutions are not experienced persons in the job. People who are good in the banking system are the best person. Just imagine the best person in the banking system being the financial person in the country. That means we have a continuous system more than somebody who, because we already see a system where people just come and take what, because they know, most of them know maybe things change in the 4 years. So my only thinking is beyond trying to see beyond what the possibilities are. If we could have good people good, because we have good people, we have good leaders. We could find good people in Jamaica who are good leaders in Jamaica who know that. Boss, you are working 20 times the money that teachers work and they are surviving. And you're not going nowhere with the money. You don't need to rob nobody. Put the people first. That is the kind of leader I'm talking about. Not somebody who thinking, yes, me rich now. No. Somebody would have really take Jamaica in hand in person know that, yo, we are Jamaicans and we are one of the most powerful small island on the planet. We have so much potential. I wouldn't embrace somebody who does a family running system where do what I say. No, it's not a thinking like that.
Oh, everybody else can answer it.
I don't want to something there. I just want to say something when him say. I don't want to brand him or anything like that. But the way him speak, honestly, he'll do good in the People's National Party. If you change your stand here about politics here, and be a part of
PNP, man. I couldn't say nothing. My mother that cussing about.
because this is what I was. You say everything I want to say. See, because if a leader, if you what happens, say, politics we tend to put people in places because of favor and friendship. You understand? We don't put experienced people in places where can run it and know have track record. You understand? So when it falls flat now, you know, we say, well, we try to fix it, and then it take the next 5 years to fix it, and sometimes you're not able to do it in 5 years because it's so damaged that it really take too much resource for really get it back on track. You understand? So as I said, we need good quality people, and we don't if you take a farmer who know about farming alone and something, and then he's not an educator in a sense and then go to run the education ministry. We take a farmer who know about health and then go run the health ministry. You understand? Yes, you can have business managers as well, but at the same time, you have to get somebody who know about the ministry when I run the ministry, know about the sector when I run, and then you can be in doing management study and something and be a part of it. But if you know about the sector where I run, that is for me. That is it. And trust me, if the leader not do good and the person not do good, get rid of him, brother. If you not do this, get rid of him, no waste time. Because we Jamaicans, we must have we employ them, you know. We then work for you know. So if they not do, we have the power to remove them. And them make it look like we are work for them. No one say God, them are work for we. Right? We are them boss. So when I feel about them more than we because what? We have the power. So if they're not good, get rid of them because we are the boss, not them. That is my take.
Okay, next.
Well, one of the greatest characteristics of any leader is integrity. Understand? And if you find a leader,
I know TikTok a fight you today. I don't know why.
when we said you have leadership, if the internet a fight me today, I don't know what happened. Don't know what is happening to me internet. Let me try still.
Yeah, push on.
The leader far transcend anybody because you have leadership in school, leadership in church, but should be someone who the mass of the people being led would want it. You understand? So it's good for a leader to have integrity. You understand? A leader, you're going to have followers. And the leader in general is the one who would take the moral metric for the organization or the country being led. So, at all times, a leader should excel confidence and integrity so that the people have something to emulate. And if you don't have those qualities in a leader, to get rid of those leaders.
Thank you. Mr.
Wiz, me step out very quick. What question? The second part.
The second part was if the leader is not doing a good job leading people, should you vote them out?
Obviously, that's yeah. If the leader don't do it where people elect them to do, you vote them out. And likewise, if you lead a political party, we're not supposed to support him because we are PNP or we are JLP. If him not do what he's supposed to do, we're supposed to get rid of him as a leader of a political party too. So not true, me a PNP, my leader, me not do what for benefit the country, I me support him. No, me not stay so. That's why I say me put the country first. I don't belong to a political party. Yeah. So if my leader from my party nah do what he's supposed to do, me not support him. Me not vote for him. I will definitely not vote for the opposition, the other party. But I will abstain from voting.
My other question is,
yeah,
when a person is elected, to be the leader or the prime minister or the president or whatever, right? How do you think that they are already corrupt, or it's when they're in the field of politics they become corrupt? How does the corruption start?
I believe that them born corrupt because I honestly I'll be extremely surprised if you say Mark Golden lead and become corrupt. Well, let me put it this way. If Mark Golden come out to be a corrupt leader, we done with politics. And the faith there may have in him. I believe that I want a leader, we're going to lead with integrity. And as a leader, Jamaica look for a long time. So if him turn out to be corrupt like others, trust me, me done with politics. That makes no sense. Yeah, him my last hope. Mark Golden my last hope.
Okay, next person.
I believe you're born corrupt.
I think you can be influenced. But I think you can be influenced. You know, sometimes you grow away and you always grow with that mindset about you want to be rich and you watch what people have, you know, and you develop a mindset about you're gonna get to the alcohol because you don't want to go back where you were and you don't want a family. So sometimes you can be influenced. You can be influenced by the things around you, people around you, and your mindset that you develop and you become corrupt, you know. Sometimes you can buy, but I believe that you can inherit it. You can say you can develop it from the person that you associate yourself with, and that's how your mind develop and how you see things and people around you. But you don't have to ban it still, but you can ban it. But for me, it can be developed on your association and the people that you tend to clink with and you tend to have as a company. They can influence. Because you know people can influence. You know, you have some people weak and some people strong. And there's that. So I think if you are weak, you'll be influenced. So you know, let's have a ban with it for me. And that is my take.
Kenton?
I totally agree with most of what these two people saying, because I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I had a friend who went into the police force in Jamaica a few weeks, and this is a good talk, you know, because nobody don't talk about this. And he said to me, as a friend of mine who we go to school and he knew me very well, we are good friends. He said to me, his mindset when he became a police officer, after getting the job, things changed on the job because he was exposed. Me, I'll put it in a nice way. He was exposed to things that were happening behind the scenes that we other people don't know nothing about. And I personally know the power of information. And I hope the panel would understand when we say that little phrase, the power of information, because I think a lot of people get into politics can go with a good dream and you can be corrupted because people know how to do that. For example, if you witness a murder or a robbery and you cannot say anything, somehow, it's like consciously or unconsciously, then you become involved, because if you speak up, you're into trouble. And if you don't speak up, then you are captured. So I think a lot of people go into politics maybe with an open mind, but the settings and the foundation of how things are run, when they get into it, it's a chance that things can change there, I think.
Okay, Mr. Blair?
Yes. You see, it boils down right back down to the whole question of integrity. Because integrity is the one thing the human should possess, which will mitigate him against corruption. And sometimes you will be isolated, you will be ridiculed as well, because of the stance you take, because of your own integrity. Because sometimes the decisions you made will go against even your best friend, even your family. But you take it on the altar of integrity. And that is where some leaders go wrong. Because you cannot say no to certain people. And even though you go there, like the policeman went in, Kenton spoke of, he went in with his character and everything intact. But because of pressure, peer pressure, pressure from your colleagues, your co-workers, your associates, can change you. But that is where you need to stand on integrity against whatsoever may come and push back.
But Wiz, you know, say
might be uncomfortable. But
you still
trust me, that would be the best thing for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Continue now.
You know, one thing when we get Jamaican people like a mindset, you see, all I want when you come from platform and my course government corrupt and politician corrupt. On many occasions, some people tell me, say, every day you have to politics. I look at your dust, you're broke, you don't have money, you don't have this and that. They expect to find Jamaican and expect to find a price, you have a thief. If you have a supporter, you have something. And them same one cause politicians, the politician a thief. And them same one look for a man like me, where the price so much here, and to me have a big Benz, I mean have a big car, I mean have 2 mansion. Me vote this because I'm in politics so long. I mean nothing. You get me? I say them expect everybody in a politics to have something. And them same one now come now. All politicians are thief. And if you see somebody we are dealing with politics and rich in them eyesight, then say you're an idiot. You get me? I say?
Let me follow that in Richard, because this is it, It's all about what you tell yourself, because, and I will say the mindset, because if them say you're for rich of alcohol, you're for rich, they don't know the ins and outs of politics, right? And if you're just rich, so if you have the honest work, you won't be rich. But if you are a thief, you are rich. And if you do that, that means you're weak. I am 58 years old now, right now, 58, and I've never drink a beer in my life, never put alcohol in my mouth, never smoke a cigarette, right? And if you have a mindset about this is it, this is what you stand for. This is because what say you have integrity to protect and you continue that way. If a next man rich and say, well, yes, you want to earn your honest bread that way, you continue that way and you go maintain your standard. So when you're strong, you don't follow people I say. Just maintain your standard and you'll go through. You have to watch your man up. And that is it for me.
Okay. I'm going to get ready to end this live. I started off the live with a different topic, but you know how the reasoning goes, one topic leading to another topic, into another topic. I just want to say,
it was a good discussion.
Yeah, yeah. For me personally, I was born in Jamaica, right? And I left when I was a young girl. I left as a young girl to go live abroad with my father. But I was always, my spirit was always interested in who we are as a people, the history, so my spirit always lead me into that direction. You feel me? Right? I mean, I'm an older woman now. I have children, and I try to teach them as much as I can in regards to our culture. You understand? And I brought my first daughter to Jamaica.
Wiz, you're old, you're mature. You're a more mature person now.
Okay, thanks. And
yes.
I brought her. I was coming to Jamaica and she said, Mom, out of the blue, I was already ready to go. And she said, can I come with you? And I said, sure. And she came for the first time. And can you believe that this girl, she just fell in love with Jamaica. She wants to be in Jamaica. It just happened that she got a job where she could work online. And she came to Jamaica. She went back and then she came back and she stayed out here She worked online until, you know, she go back to Canada. Now she's working. She wants to come back. She wants her foundation to be here in Jamaica, right? And like I always say, you know, Jamaica is the kind of place is either you take it or you leave it. And there's so many different experiences in Jamaica, right? I am not one of those people who, oh, me not Jamaica this and Jamaica that, me go back to Jamaica and Jamaica too violent. I'm in Jamaica now. You understand? I come here, I stay as long as I want, and when I'm ready to go, I go. I have that opportunity, right? And I'm not going to say that there's not violence here. There are violence here. There are all kind of things here, right? But that doesn't deter me from not being here, right? My job as a citizen of this country is to help to build my nation. You understand? Whether good or bad, because the both of them work together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is how I think, you know, and I did ask a question about which party you choose, whatever. I choose Jamaica. And I strongly believe that if the leader is not representing the people in the fullness, because it is the people who employ you, then the people should get rid of you. I strongly believe in that. You know, so going forward, I say to my fellow Jamaican who's abroad and who's here, don't be afraid to come to your country and help uplift your country and help rebuild your country. Why am I echoing? I can hear myself somewhere.
Okay, me no.
Yeah, don't be afraid to do that. Don't listen to the hype, you know, and stay away. Because when you stay away, other people are going to come and they're going to build your country for you. And then you're going to complain and say, but, oh, them other people, you know the talk. You understand? Yeah, because when you're in a foreign country, you're helping to build their country. Because you got to work your ass off as a slave. 2-3 jobs you have to do. You understand? Take my country, for example, that I'm at. They tax out your backside. You understand? So you do what you can, and you also try to help your country as well. That's where my stand is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything to say? And then after, I'm going to shut off the live.
Yeah, man. The only thing I would say is, Wiz, leave us with the poem that says Holocaust.
I have it on my. I posted it. I even put the video to it, so you can go take a look at it.
Yeah, man. And the second with the Lizzie, I support everything where you say. Believe me. Anywhere in the world, I go to Jamaica. Even over here, so there, some people are about, who not violent, Mr. Listen. Jamaica a nice place. Because over here, so violent too. But in the day now, if you're not trouble, people don't want trouble. No? And we can't discuss this crime to make it look like, say, people are randomly walk and shoot down people, randomly walk and kick out people door, and analyze people. That's not my Jamaica. A friend I kill, analyze friend, family. This you know me know you, me this you this me. I say go. Nobody not random just see a person that gonna analyze them. You understand me I say? Yeah. And that's why I know say Jamaica crime problem can solve, but others we have to serious to solve it. So bless up Louise and thanks.
Yeah. And I want to say that we should not sacrifice the country's guardrail for politics. We should allow the institutions in the country which was set up to provide guardrails for groups in the country. We should not sacrifice them because of politics. So I'm asking for support for both the Integrity Commission and Jamaican for Justice. We should not sacrifice those institutions because of our political affiliation. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Until next time.
Yes, I give thanks for the support. Big up on yourself, Sin.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Respect every time.
Blessings. Respect, Kenton.
Blessings every time, Mr. Blair. Respect. Mr. Blair.
Yes.
Wiz, give me 10 more seconds. Hey, he's a poet, you know. I am a poet. I don't know how I get in, but you don't know. You can talk, and it's a wonderful thing. But when you do that, poem before I go. Because he's a poet. That's what we do. Saying, hear this one. Wiz, I've made some tough decisions before. And recently, I had to make one more. I am going to a place where happiness matters. What is to be, got to be. I am not going to live, blossom, and die one place like a tree. Not me. I am going to a place where happiness matters. I am a man with a purpose. Cannot afford to lose my focus. Let people say all they can. That will never ever change my plan. I was born to be good. And I was raised by my mother, not the boys in the hood. So hot or cold, promise to never lose control, but enough, tough decisions before. And recently, I had to make one more. I wish you both a wonderful Monday evening.
Love it.
Evening blessings with all due respect.
Yes, I give thanks.
Blessing. And I hope we can have that reasoning again another time. No problem, huh?
Yes, man.
For
Take
sure.
best care of yourself, man. Until